Seeing it's 6 o'clock, I'm gonna call the Wage and Personnel meeting to order on June the what is it, 17th?
No, 17.
17th at 6 p.m. Darlene Reagan and Jim Sewell, members are present. Tina is also present, and Jennifer. Lorraine is not present. Okay, the meeting is being recorded by Zoom. Anyone intending to make an audio or video recording of this meeting should notify the chair at this time. Items may be taken out of order at the discretion of the chair. I don't see anybody else looking to come into the meeting, so we'll start. First thing we'll take up is update from Tina Betty, the Human Resources Manager.
So on the recruitment front, there's a whole bunch of wage and personnel positions that are open and closing. So the substitute librarian and substitute circulation desk positions have all been hired for. I think the posting's still out there, but that's going to come down. We reposted for the finance director, and we've gotten some applications. I haven't technically reviewed them yet, but at least we had some quantity, which was in the past we did not. The deputy harbor master resigned, and so that position is posted. It's anticipated that one of the assistant harbor masters will get that position, so the assistant harbor master position is also posted. We posted for the vets administrative assistant. We originally thought we were going to have a shared vets agent between ourselves and a neighboring town. Our vet admin assistants, one's retiring, one's resigning. And so the idea was going to be to just share an agent, kind of at the last minute that fell through. And so we set out to post for the admin assistant, moving the position into the union. We set out to do that, but then in the meantime, there was regs that have come out that the vets admin assistant let us know about. And so in the process of time, we posted the vets admin assistant as a wage and personnel position, possibly to move into the union. Working with the union on if that's going to happen. The reason why I say it is some of these new regs that have come out. I think the email was received on May 31st or something. You have to, in order to get reimbursed 50%, you have to be an agent in order to sign off and submit the forms. And that would mean we wouldn't be getting reimbursed by half the claims that we would have for the vets. So we are likely going to end up with a vets agent, which is one of the reasons why that email came through about we need to get that posted. Well, we need to get it classified. And then once it's in the bylaw, hopefully for the fall town meeting, we can then hire the person, or if we have to get an admin in the meantime, so we're not without anybody in our office.
Okay, hold up.
Yep.
Just one second.
Yeah.
We have to leave the door open.
Right.
Hey guys, sorry, we have to leave this door open. We're recording for our meeting, so give me mind. Thanks, appreciate it.
So we're gonna not have anybody in the office, the vet's office, probably by mid-July, until we can get either an assistant to take over and hopefully become an agent, or until the fall time with an agent position that hopefully goes through wage and personnel. And
Can I just
Yes, please.
ask why they fell through with the contiguous town? And the reason I'm asking,
yeah,
it was my suggestion originally on the finance committee 3 years ago
Yeah.
to put this proposal together. And it, at that time, would have saved us about close to $50,000 in expenses. So I'm just curious.
so
It was Plymouth.
So that's still in play. So when our former vets agent retired, at the time of his retirement, it was already put into the regs that if a town were to have a vets agent, it needed to now be full time, or you could share one among
Contiguous,
towns,
right?
So we had a great, and up until July 15th, I think we have a great vets admin.
Correct.
And so we contracted with Plymouth to kind of be the agent for the town. And, they are still in that commitment, knowing that our agent was, or our admin was going to retire. We were approached by a neighboring town's agent to combine and be our own district ourselves with this other town. And, we worked on that for a bit, and then kind of at the last minute, the department or the other town decided that they didn't want to go down that route. The agent would likely be happy to come to Plymouth, and become our employee, but, because of the way the finances are right now, between having just the assistant as a possible, the admin assistant as just a possible hire, and what their salary range is, we just can't do that at this point. So in order to have someone in the office, we are going to what we have on paper, which is an admin assistant with wage and personnel. So I think ultimately we're gonna end up with our own full-time, whether other municipalities come to us at some point, that's a possibility, but right now we would need one for ourselves.
So there is a vet agent in Plymouth.
Yep.
Rosie?
Yeah, her name, yeah, I don't remember her name.
Oh my gosh,
It doesn't matter, but
I'm
anyway.
just curious, yeah.
Yeah,
she's been there for a
Yeah.
long time.
Been there for a while.
She's been good.
Right, and because we had a strong admin here, the
mhm.
situation worked.
Yep.
Without any problem. Okay, so, so now it looks like admin's gonna go, retire, we'll have to hire an assistant, because that's what we have in the. And then we'll have to put the vet agent on the agenda for the town meeting. So my question about that is, are we under any guideline problems with the November town meeting? So many days out with this,
So that's the thing, because there's nothing in there about how to address a fall town meeting, right, in the bylaw?
it just says town meeting.
Right, oh, I guess that's true. So if it just says town meeting,
Annual town meeting.
well, then that's different than the
Right.
fall one.
It says in.
I think it says just town meeting, if I remember correctly.
And I thought you could bring up things yourself.
You can, all I'm saying is, the problem you're going to have in this environment, okay, this is my opinion, is because finances are so getting to the point of being very
Mhm.
constrained.
Yeah.
Somebody can find a reason to take this off the town meeting agenda if we violated any notification
Yeah.
rules.
No.
And do it out of the same reason you tell me about the road, that's fine.
Yeah.
From the standpoint of making the finances not move,
Right.
okay, people are taking a 10% tax increase
Mhm,
after this town meeting,
mhm.
property tax increase. So, I can see a possible, I'm just saying, let's tread carefully to
Yeah.
make sure we dot the i's across the t's.
No, I agree, and so whatever that is, that needs to
130
happen
days.
Yeah,
from,
November,
from what though?
from the day of the meeting.
Well, I mean, no, but I mean,
From
does it
the-
just say town meeting? It doesn't specify what kind?
no,
Oh, okay, good. So what did I say? It was November
What?
18th, right?
right. And I mean, it's only June.
Mhm.
So you'd have to put out that notice. Is what I think
Well,
I'm
no,
hearing you say.
I don't know if we'd have to put out a notice. You would need to submit a request.
Yep, that's what we're doing. Yep, and, yeah.
Whatever the paperwork is to submit the request has to be done into us 130 days in advance.
Yeah, so
Right.
if, right, so.
So,
if you-
so it's November the 19th,
18th, I think.
18th,
Very well.
so it's October 18th, September 18th, August 18th. Is 90 days.
Mhm,
Add another 30,
mhm,
40, and you're at almost July 1st.
yes.
And it's June 17th.
But Tina can get in the request.
I'm just saying,
They can.
Right?
Yeah, so you're right, it's the 19th,
Okay.
November 19th, and, job descriptions being reviewed. I mean, we were going to put this forward last time, but because we thought we had a fix in place, we didn't. So we have a lot of it all set to go, so I will get that. What did you
I
say?
can figure out the exact date. I'll
Okay.
figure out the.
it's gonna be
exact date.
somewhere around July the 1st.
Right,
Okay.
I'll figure out the exact date.
So you got a couple of weeks,
Yeah.
but we should definitely figure out, all I'm saying is, I just wanna be careful.
Yeah.
Given the climate we're in.
Right, I agree, and I mean, I would and I would, maybe you guys do wanna think about it, if you want to follow your same process about sending something to the department heads like you normally would for the original one. Granted, it's only a couple weeks out for them to be doing that, but, the other thing to be thinking about is we had talked about if the water admin position, administrator position was going to be reclassified. If you were going to look at that for the fall town meeting.
Again,
Mhm.
I would get a notice out through Tina to the department heads, if there's any talk of reclassifications or creation of positions, we need that by this, whatever date is you're gonna set.
Okay,
So that we have, at least we've sent notice out, that's all.
All right.
Now, we can make decisions to say we'll accept this and accept that.
Yeah.
And then we'll deal with all the problems of the people who never accepted afterwards. But, what I'm saying though is I would like to make sure that we at least cover our notice
Yeah.
issues.
well, can't I just use the same memo, just
Mhm.
change the
Sure.
dates?
Absolutely, right to Tina, but just once you know the dates, I would do that, and then, you know, this gives everybody a chance, including the water, reclass, as well as the vet agent, and then if there's anybody else that comes, we can deal with it at that time. I'm just saying though that if, but just don't forget, there was a reclass request from, Council of Aging that they took back prior to the town meeting,
Mm-hmm,
that may come back.
Well, so that's posted for now, so that outreach position.
Okay, so that
Yeah,
takes care of
yeah,
that. And then the other reclass, or questionable reclass was for what with Elaine?
It was for the wastewater superintendent, that's been reclassed.
We've done
Yeah,
that.
that's all set.
So that's all set.
Yeah.
It's
their-
just the
their
issue that was
question is-
outstanding.
Yeah, and that question it wouldn't come here.
No,
anyway.
it's got nothing
Yeah.
to do with us.
Yeah.
all right,
So-
but with the water administrator, we have it in our minutes that you were going
Right.
to look at that.
Mhm.
Right.
So,
I don't know if it's up to them to, I think one of them, my last understanding of what you all were gonna do is get through town meeting.
Yep.
And then invite them to a summer
Correct.
meeting.
yes.
Correct.
So if that's, I guess from what our conversation is now, what I'm hearing is they don't necessarily have to resubmit anything.
They've
We're
given
just-
us, they've given us
given us
notice.
everything.
We meet, they meet
Yeah.
the notice
Yeah.
test,
Okay,
okay?
So
fine.
now it's,
They met the
now it's
notice.
the conversation of, let's have that dialogue to figure
Yeah,
out.
so,
Okay.
so as a side note, I would make a note that that will be on the July meeting,
Okay,
okay? And then Tina can make those arrangements.
Yep.
Knowing that we're gonna put it on the July agenda. Okay?
all right, so you'll talk to them about coming in July?
I will,
Okay,
I can talk to them about coming into July, and so my understanding again is the position was graded. Came darn close to being at the next grade up, which is the exempt grade. We made the position, or you all made the position exempt. But now we're looking, when we look at classifications and the art and science of it, this is the art piece to understand what this position does and from the people who
Mhm.
do it and or supervise. Okay,
And I honestly would like a full board. There's one other thing that, not to take away from your update, but it just reminded me. Your term is up June 24th,
Right.
end of June.
for
So,
finance, right? Your
for
finance.
finance, so, if you're planning to come back, that has to get done by finance before the July meeting,
correct.
and you have to be sworn in.
Mhm.
So, I don't know what your plans are, I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but we'd love to have you.
Yeah.
You just have to, and if not, that's okay, then I would put a notice out that we're going to ask for another member,
Okay,
okay? My term's not up till June 2025. I thought it was 24 at town meeting, but then when I looked at it online, it was 25.
And the range is one.
I think it's the same,
As you.
yeah,
You.
same,
Mhm.
2025. So,
because I'm not sure how often the finance committee meets then.
I would think because because there's gonna be a fall meeting, they'll probably meet again,
All
but
right,
I don't know for sure.
but Carl can do it,
Yeah.
if you're interested, Carl can do it.
yeah, it's just a reappointment.
I can't Tell it interesting. Not
I know, she's sitting down.
On the agenda.
Sorry, you're right. That's not- Sorry. about that.
I'll put that under other business unexpected.
All right, so I did that, okay, and, all right, so I had mentioned the outreach coordinator for the COA is now posted, we have at least one interview coming up next week, I think. And then the public nurse for health, we're still trying to recruit for, and, I reposted it with the FY25 numbers. And we got some interest, I think that one interview set up, there was gonna be two, but either one bailed out or, you know, reconsidered, so I'm hoping to get more there. But, you know, people are concerned that the salary isn't high enough for RN, but I don't know how I feel about that, given what the position is, you know, I don't disagree, because RNs are a commodity in general. So we have to figure that one out, but that's on the recruitment front. What else? Open enrollment ended, and, so the June paychecks, we start to see the higher deductions coming out, because we cover in July, so we pay a month ahead of time. So that is done. We had, I think, 53 people sign up for, or 53 employees and or their families sign up for dental, which was great. And that's the first year that we're offering that. And we've seen some movement to more people going on the high deductible plan. And then next year of the 3-phase approach for trying to mitigate healthcare costs is 2 of our plans are going away. So we're either going to have a lot of people migrating to much cheaper, high quality, cheaper deductions, health plans, or they will find health insurance elsewhere and get the opt-out stipend. So that is with the healthcare and open enrollment. We touched a little bit on wastewater and an email that I sent. As that stands now, I understand it and explained it that compensation, direct compensation isn't part of what this group does. And the position is reclassified effective July 1, like all are. However,
Did that email go over?
Yes.
Okay, so you understood what was going on. Okay.
so the employee that is part of that gave to me, and I'll send this to you guys, this is my only copy, gave to me sections of the bylaw, which led them to believe that a retro was part of the reclassification. I'm still not seeing it, but you know, it ties in, a reclassification shall be treated as a promotion in accordance with 7D. And then it talked about reclassification. But again, that doesn't tie to when the compensation would change. And then the promotion part, which is what the position originally started off as. An employee receiving a promotion to a vacant position or in a new position as defined shall, upon assignment resulting from such promotion, receive the rate and compensation of 5%. So the situation we're talking about, when the person got promoted, they received well over a 5% increase. Now the position has been reclassified, the grade has gone up effective July 1. I think through translation or what have you, the employee and their commission thought that meant since the person took the job, the money would go back that far. And I've explained it and Ethan's explained it, and we haven't heard anything since, but I sent that email because I wanted you guys to be aware.
Yeah, and again, my thought on it was that it's an administration
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah.
The bylaw says what the bylaw says. If bylaw needs to be tightened up,
Right, that's
that's an
I don't know
administration
though, but
recommendation
yeah,
back to us.
right.
But not something I think we should take on.
No, and even when I reread it a couple of times after we had the employee and I have a discussion, I still don't see it, only because of the phase of how things happened. You know, the promotion we addressed, and now we're addressing, we addressed the promotion accurately with the increase. at time of hire, basically. And then, with the reclassification, all of those are effective once the bylaw is effective, and that's the bylaw.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
I feel comfortable, talking that talk.
All right, well, I appreciate
Yeah.
your thoughts on it, so,
And then what's my last one? Oh, yeah, and then the water admin, which we just touched upon, so I'm gonna circle back with them about, the July. And
Mhm.
basically, I see it as a dialogue.
yeah,
Okay.
we just want a Q and A on, what in the position would lead to a reclass.
Which has already happened, but now we're looking at it again.
Correct.
Yeah,
And, just for clarity,
actually, that hasn't happened.
No, it
didn't get
didn't, but
reclassed.
just
You're
for
right.
clarity.
You're right, yeah.
we're looking for the points of the position that should focus on the reclass.
Okay. I think that's it for me.
Okay, thank you, Tina. Um,
Can I just ask a stupid question?
That's a good question.
So the veterans agent is in the bylaw at grade 5, is that too low?
No, it never was part of the compensation study, so that's an old.
Yeah,
old.
that's under,
I don't even know where that came from, to be honest
No,
with you. because-
Gloria came in, it was graded. Was it? Yes.
well, Gloria came in with,
Gloria came in with the JAQ and the job description,
Correct,
and
she
you
did.
graded it.
but
But how could it be in?
That's why it had a grade and it wasn't a to be determined.
No, I know, but it's not even in the study. And so.
It wasn't.
it was
in
after the study. It was
Okay.
after the study.
You asked
That's why
them
I
to
sent
do
you
it.
that email.
Oh, right, okay, yep.
Remember
Yeah,
the email from Gloria?
Yeah,
She asked me about a refresher on the vets, and I
Yes.
went
Yeah.
back and got the email. I think I
So
copied
quickly.
you on it.
so quickly, you had
Yeah.
that right there, I was like, oh.
I got it
I
really,
hadn't even read the email, you hadn't even read your emails.
What's happening here?
so I sent it back, so and you may be right, we may have already done this.
I can find the minutes, I mean, I know you did it, so I can search for the minutes.
Yeah, I was just trying to find
Well,
the email.
that's something different then, because I understood it
Gloria
as.
came in, met with you, I'm not sure if
No, I
Darlene
wasn't.
was here.
Not yet.
But remember, you reviewed the JAQ. Gloria came in because you and Lorraine must have
Okay.
had questions, and then when
So-
you met, it was all worked out.
Okay, so then I need to go back to Keith, because I understood that as this never got graded.
Mhm.
No, it,
It did.
but I
So
can
if I
find the
have it as
minutes.
graded, even if it's a grade 5,
Mhm.
I could post for it now.
Right,
Do you want me to find the minutes? Where
Yeah,
they graded
that'd be
it?
great.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that would be so. I mean, I don't know what the price tag is with the grade 5, but
All right.
that would be helpful. So at least we can get
I'm
someone
glad
in
you
the
picked that
door.
up, Jennifer, yeah, because I mean, I
Yeah,
remember when I
was-
shot the email back to her, I go, this should answer it. Because it had all of Gloria's email
Yes,
attached.
and and it's funny because like when I read it in the bylaw, I'm like, the other ones say TBD, and so maybe this was a missed one. I don't remember
No,
it ever
that's
going
why
to grade
you
5.
asked
I
them.
did,
to
I asked
grade
both
it.
of you, yeah, but
And that's why it wasn't a to be determined.
because we knew the admin was retiring,
Mhm.
Yes.
and we knew we'd have to hire.
I think you just
full-time
did
one.
it for future planning,
Yes.
but I'll find the
Only-
minutes.
Only my brain
I'll find
cells work.
them.
Oh my goodness, that would be so good.
But it was,
I'll search tonight.
yeah, it was Gloria's email,
And
and it's right about the time of that email is the meeting,
Which would.
right after.
Yes, because.
So you'll find the minutes pretty quick.
Because remember, when Gloria came in, she said you shouldn't give appointments to people because then we had to wait. Remember, we had to wait before we met with
Oh,
her.
appointments on the time slots. Yeah.
Yes, on the
Yeah,
agenda.
yeah,
We
yeah.
had that discussion before. Because we had to wait to meet with her because we weren't at the correct time.
Correct,
Interesting.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
it's interesting what I remember from that meeting.
I remember that now, you're right.
Oh, my gosh, well, I'm so glad that I brought it up again.
All right, I'll find the
Oh,
notes.
my goodness, thank you.
Yeah, when I get back, I'm gonna read that email again that I forwarded. to you from
Yes.
Gloria, because it's pretty
Yeah,
concise and very, like, summarizes the whole thing.
Yes, and I don't remember which factors there were disagreements about, but
It
anyway.
wasn't much.
Yeah, the three of you hashed it out at the
I
meeting.
need a JOT for the agent when I did my search, because I was like,
I'm
okay,
sure I have.
I'm sure, yeah.
I'm sure
I
it's in
may have
my
it with
email.
That's right, I have to do it now.
All right,
I just,
All right, well,
So let me talk to Pete, because if we can post a grade 5, you might not need to go with a reclassification. I just don't know if the price tag is there, but, because I know we were thinking along the lines of like the same as the health agent, but I think that was a 10. And now I can't remember that yet. But, oh, this has made my night. Thank you.
All right,
okay. Well, hopefully that will get that, taken care, that'd be great.
but
Okay,
I'll still figure out the deadline. We'll
yeah,
still
let's figure out,
Yeah.
and get that out, just so we cover ourselves.
All right.
I would, especially, like I said, I think in this environment, it could be a very good thing for us to do.
And Tina,
Yes.
before you sent me the list of department heads, you must still have a list of department.
Oh, yeah,
heads,
there's
right?
a distribution list.
You think I have access to
You
it?
should, you just put, if you type in department heads, it should come up. And if not, I'll forward it.
All
over to you.
right.
Next item is review the draft of the wage and personnel bylaw for FY 2025 prepared by Executive Secretary, incorporating the changes voted in annual town meeting. I reviewed those earlier. I didn't see any issues. I don't know, Darlene, if you saw any issues.
No, I didn't see it.
I don't think we need to vote on them since we already did.
Do you want to just approve the draft? What if
Yeah.
you just approve the draft?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay,
How's
so,
that?
I'll take them, and you can say so moved. I'll take a motion to approve the draft of the wage and personnel bylaw for FY 25 as prepared by the executive secretary for this meeting. So approved, so moved, and I'll second it. Because there's only two of us, and then I'll call the roll. Darlene
Aye.
and Jim, I. Okay,
All right, I'll send it to the town clerk.
Okay. Discuss the need for the warrant article at fall town meeting. I think that's gonna be to be determined after the July meeting.
Right.
And the reason, and that will give us plenty of time, because if the vets agent is taken care of, we don't have to deal with that. We just have to deal with the water administrator, and we have them on the agenda for the July meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then-
any mail?
Just Tina's email regarding the vets agent. That's the
Okay.
only thing I have.
Okay.
We already covered that.
Okay, the minutes from April 11th and April 23rd, I reviewed those. I didn't know if you had any issues with those, Darlene.
Nope.
Okay, then I would take a motion to approve the minutes for April 11th, 2024 and April 23rd, 2024. Okay, I'll second it. I'll call the roll. Darlene
Aye.
and Jim, I. Okay, discuss the date and agenda for the July 15th meeting, which we have. Again, my concern is just notification, but we're gonna do that. Right now, we just have the water administrator on that list and the vets agent pending.
Yeah.
pending. Anything else, Tina, that we should plan for that July meeting?
I don't think so.
If there's other things that come up
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
department heads that may pop up on that meeting, okay? Topics not reasonably anticipated, we've discussed that, Darlene's possible reapproval to the board, reappointment to the board.
Yeah, no problem. Well, that's why I got my laptop, my new laptop.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
ready to go.
Oh, you have your new laptop? Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I just bought it for this particular meeting.
Excellent,
Oh,
excellent,
yeah.
so that means you're coming back.
Sounds like
She's coming back, she's very positive, she's hard to play poker with, I can tell you that. So, I'll take that as a positive.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that as a positive.
Yeah.
You are pretty good at playing. I didn't know which way you were going.
I didn't know, until now, no, my kids.
Well, I'm glad.
Look, see. Yeah, I'm
All right,
already-
well, is there anything else for the good of the group? Jen, anything in your world? No?
No, I think we covered
Darlene?
everything.
No,
Tina, one more? Okay, I guess we are done then. I would take a motion to adjourn the Wage and Personnel meeting at 6:30 PM on June the 17th.
so move.
I'll second it. I will call the roll. Darlene?
Aye.
Jim, I. Okay.